Loren Allred surprised both the judges and the audience at her big reveal during her Britain's Got Talent audition, and it wasn't just her stunning vocals that made their jaws drop. What made her audition unique and fairly rare was that she'd already worked on the soundtrack of a major box office hit. Unlike most singers on the show, who audition on Britain's Got Talent to end up on the Billboard Hot 100 charts, Loren had already conquered them before coming on the show. The hitch? Not even the judges knew her beforehand. Her performance on the show left the judges in awe of her incredible vocal range, and her doing so well on the show is a testament to her growth on and off the stage. But what you may not know is that Loren's path to success was far from easy. She faced numerous setbacks and obstacles along the way, including rejection from major record labels and personal struggles with anxiety and self-doubt. Despite these challenges, Loren persevered and continued to pursue her passion for music. So, if you're curious about what happened to Loren Allred after Britain's Got Talent and want to learn more about this remarkable musician, sit back, relax, and let's dive into the fascinating world of Loren Allred. Loren Allred, born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, is the eldest daughter of voice teacher Carol Ann Allred and director of the Pittsburgh Bach Choir Brady R. Allred. Her parents were both wildly accomplished in their respective fields, with her mother being an established soprano and her dad being an artistic director of Salt Lake choral artists. Eldest of her 4 siblings, all sisters, Loren had always been drawn to music, and some of her musical inspirations were belters like Mariah Carey, Celine Dion, and Toni Braxton. Eventually, Loren took voice lessons, which helped her develop a uniquely moving, soulful pop style. Loren studied musical theater at Weber State University in Ogden, Utah, for a year before being transferred to the Berklee College of Music in Boston, Massachusetts. There, she made a YouTube channel and started frequently uploading videos amidst her learning. Eventually, her amazing vocals were discovered by Neo, and she was offered a record deal with Island Def Jam. Unfortunately, this experience wasn't as great for her as it seemed. Decades after signing with the label, Loren Allred recently came out and spoke about the abuse she endured at the hands of an executive at this very label. She refused to name any names, but admitted in 2022 that she experienced the dark side of after signing with a label in her teen years. She was barely 20 when she was picked up by Island Def Jam in 2008. She alleged that she was exploited as a naive young artist, and these executives used their power over her to coerce her into very uncomfortable situations. She also alleged that she'd received ultimatums that tried to force her into circumstances she was not okay with in order to progress her career. She said that she'd never filed charges or complained against them, since these individuals were so much more powerful than her, and eventually she was dropped from the label. Around 2012, producers of The Voice, a singing competition with blind auditions, also took interest in her singing, and she was asked to audition. After her audition, she even landed a spot as a contestant on the show's 3rd season, with Adam Levine as a coach. She performed David Guetta's When Love Takes Over during her auditions and managed to get 2 judges to turn their chairs. Despite the cutthroat competition, Loren managed to make it to the first week of the live playoffs. The singer ended up tying for 3rd place on the show. Here's where things get interesting, because after her short but significant time on The Voice, she worked as a playback singer and member of a musical being developed by the Broadway songwriting duo Benj Pasek and Justin Poole. In 2014, after working on early demos with the team, she was officially cast as the singing voice for Rebecca Ferguson's character in the movie. Lo and behold, the character she'd be singing for was Jenny Lind in The Greatest Showman, the blockbuster hit whose songs were on the charts for weeks. Loren Allred's Never Enough reached 88 on the Hot 100 charts the same month. It topped the charts in January of 2018, and her vocal performance of the song has received overwhelming critical acclaim. Even if you're not particularly well-versed in music, hearing Loren's version of the song feels big, and it fits perfectly within the setting. Jenny Lind's fame and talents do not seem exaggerated at all, with Loren Allred belting the notes of the song during Jenny's performance. Variety said her incandescent performance will sweep you up, and Just Jared called it next level. American Idol alum Kelly Clarkson even praised Loren on Twitter and recorded a cover for the album The Greatest Showman Reimagined. The song was so big that several other celebrities have also covered it over the years, and you'd find pages upon pages of Never Enough covers on YouTube. Later, in early 2019, Loren was even featured in Michael Bublé's album Love on the duet Help Me Make It Through the Night. Apparently, the feature was a result of Bublé coming across Loren's work in The Greatest Showman and noting that she had the most beautiful voice in control. He eventually released a behind-the-scenes recording of their duet. Loren kept rising as a musician after that, though still not many knew that she was the real singing voice of Jenny Lind. She joined Andrea Bocelli for a few performances on his 2021 USA tour, and while talking about Loren, he commended the intensity and conviction of her singing voice. He even said that she was a versatile musician raised in the arts, and he remembered how pleasantly surprised he was when they sang together for the first time in Saudi Arabia. Let's get into Loren Allred's time on Britain's Got Talent, which started with her being one of the most impressive contestants to have auditioned for the show thus far. For the 15th season of the show, after her struggles with anxiety and self-consciousness, Loren Allred decided to finally showcase her talent as herself. When telling the judges about herself, she revealed that she was the singer who actually sang Never Enough. Though her name is listed perfectly clearly on the credits, not a single one of the judges on the show knew that she was the real singer behind the song. Simon even commented, "You sang one of the biggest songs of all time. Why didn't you get that big deal after the song?" Which was a reasonable question. If Loren had truly capitalized on the success of Never Enough, she'd have offers lining up for her left and right. But Loren responded by saying that at the time, she was more comfortable singing behind the scenes, but that she now felt like the song was truly meant for her, and she was finally ready to put her face to the voice. She revealed that she chose BGT as a platform of choice to do that. After the performance, every single person on the set was left moved, and Simon and Amanda even commented on the cathartic nature of the moment. Unsurprisingly, Loren received the golden buzzer from Judge Amanda Holden, who sent her directly to the semi-finals. Her audition video currently has over 51 million views on YouTube. At the semi-finals, Loren placed first with a cover of Lauren Daigle's song, You Say, and the judges commented on how it was so brave of her to sing a cover of a song instead of her own song that they loved so much. Clearly, her efforts paid off as she won the public vote and was off to the finals. In the grand final, she sung another original song, Last Thing I'll Ever Need, and managed to place 9th as a finalist on the show. There were rumors about the judges being biased in her favor, rumors that Loren put to rest very quickly. Many believed Allred shouldn't have been allowed to compete on BGT. Allred defended her right to compete, backing Simon's words and saying that even though she spent a lot of years in the music industry, people don't know who she is. Over all these years, I've been fighting for my chance to be known and to make it. I'm an unsigned, independent artist, still trying to make a name for myself. Since partaking in Britain's Got Talent, Loren has released her own music in the form of singles and featured duets. On January 27, 2023, the World of Color One for Disney 100 debuted at Disneyland, featuring the new original song, Start a Wave, featuring Loren Allred. She released tracks this summer in 2020 and Last Thing I'll Ever Need in 2022. She's even appeared as a guest artist on many songs by established musicians such as Michael Mott and Joey Contreras. In December 2022, Ulrich also released a new single entitled Aren't You Tired? La-Di-Da. In 2021, Loren also released her debut EP with 6 songs, and we can't wait to see what she does next.